Hey you! Welcome back on the mat. My name is Tobi and we will do some beginner yoga strength training today. We will start a bit slower and I will cue a bit more than usual. So join me on the mat in a child's pose. Sit your pelvis back on your heels, spread your knees a bit wider so there is space for your hips and your upper body. Have your arms long to the front of your mat and rest your head on the hardness of the earth. Take some deep and meaningful breath here. Arrive in the practice on the mat and in this specific moment. Slowly come up onto your hands and knees. Have your hands directly under your shoulders, your knees straight under your hips. From here we're going into cat-cows. So with the next inhale, come into the cow, move your head up and your pelvis too, have a hollow back. Breathe out, come into cat pose. Spread your shoulder blades, push your back to the sky. Inhale again, move your spine down. Exhale, spine up, push your back to the sky. Inhale, cow. Exhale, move into cat pose. Inhale, cow again. Exhale, cat. Really press your hands into the ground. Inhale, cow, and exhale, one more cat. Come to the middle. And now we will work on shoulder protraction. For this, you sink your upper body into your arm so your body collapses into your shoulders. From there, push up again, protract your shoulders, spread the shoulder blades and push your back to the sky and the hands into the ground. Come down again and then protract, spread your shoulder blades. Down and up. Down and push up, spread the shoulder blades. Down and push up. Now tuck your toes in and lift your knees slightly from the ground. Have them floating like 5 centimeters over the ground. Have your pelvis tucked, your core engaged, your hands pushing into the ground and your neck is straight. Feel your body working, how your core is engaged and you slowly get warm here. Hold for 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and release. Now from here, raise your right arm, add your left leg to the back of the mat, also parallel to the ground. Move your right arm and your left leg perpendicular to your body and then pull everything in to your body. Stretch both to the front and the back again. Rotate them to the outside, pull them in. Stretch yourself, rotate to the outside, pull them in and stretch again. Release and switch sides. Raise your left arm up and your right leg and do the same on this side. Move both to the outside with a rotation. Pull them in to the middle. Stretch. Rotate. Pull them in. Stretch one more time. Rotate to the outside like an airplane. And pull them in. Stretch. And release. Hope you feel the activation of your core. And now slowly push into your first down dog. In your down dog, try to push the inner side of your hand, so your thumb, into the ground. Spread your shoulder blades. Pedal out your feet here, slowly and steady to loosen up your calves. Have your back as straight as possible like a ramp and push your hips to the ceiling. Imagine like someone is pulling on your hips to the back of your mat. If you can't straighten your legs, that's absolutely fine. Just bend your knees a bit here. We start with some sun salutations. So slowly step to the front of your mat. If you can't step in one step, just grab your foot and bring it to the front. Fold all the way down, Uttanasana, come halfway up, all the way down. Bring your hands over your head and then slowly fold them to your heart. Hands over your head again and then dive down, Uttanasana, halfway up, Ardha Hanumanasana, and then slowly step back into your plank pose. From here, sink your knees to the ground, let your chest follow, and then push into a cobra pose. Push yourself up into child's pose and from child's pose into your down dog. 2 more times. Sun salutation A. Step to the front, slowly and steady, halfway up, all the way down, Uttanasana. Wave the arms over your head, fold them in front of your heart. Arms up and dive all the way down, Uttanasana. Straight back, come all the way down again and step back into your plank. Knees to the ground, chest to the ground, and push yourself into cobra pose. Go through child's pose and come into your down dog. 1 more time. Maybe you jump now to the front of your mat, or you continue stepping halfway up, all the way down. Wave the arms all the way up and be very long and straight here. Fold the hands in front of your heart. 1 more time up and fold all the way down. Straight back and then step back to your plank pose. Now we're going for a whole Chaturanga. So lay your body over your hands, then slowly move your upper body down so you have a 90-degree angle between your forearm and your upper arm. From here, lay your feet flat on the ground and push yourself up all the way into upward facing dog. And from here, wave back into your down dog. Now lift your right leg to the sky and slowly step to the front of your mat beside your right thumb. Come slowly up into a long lunge. Have the arms beside your ears, over your head. Have a straight upper body here, engage your glutes. And then twist open into warrior 2. Come 1 time up and then sink down in your front right leg. Have the knee over your ankle, the arms parallel to the ground, and look to the front right hand. Straighten your front leg and then fold over your right leg to the front with straight arms into Trikonasana, triangle pose. If you can't reach your chins, grab a block to assist you, to bring the floor closer to you. Twist your left arm to the wall behind you that you can't see and feel the stretch in your side body here. And then come up again into your warrior 2. Turn your feet to the long side of the mat and slowly fold down into wide-legged forward fold. Just hang down here. There's no pressure needed. Let your lower back loosen up a bit, your hamstrings. Then slowly come up and walk your hands to the front of the mat and step your left foot beside your right. Fold all the way down, halfway up, and roll your spine slowly up. Bring your hands to the sky and then to your heart. Tadasana. Hands up again and dive down to your feet. Uttanasana. Halfway up. And now step back to your plank pose and go through a Vinyasa. Chaturanga, slowly down. Move up into upward facing dog. And then wave back into your down dog. Let's move to the other side. Left leg to the sky. Slowly step to the front as best as you can. Come up into a long lunge. Have your right leg engaged and sink down into your hip. Maybe look up to your hands if you can. Have them very straight and strong. Twist open in your warrior two on this side. Look to your left hand. Have the arms as parallel as possible to the ground. And your core engaged. Suck your belly in. And sink down in your left front leg. Shorten your stance a bit. And then fold over your left leg. Grab your chin or your block again. Trikonasana. Your right arm is perpendicular to the ground and very straight to the sky. Try to twist open here. Come up again. Turn your feet to the long side of the mat and fold down into your stretch. Let yourself hang here. Maybe look to the other side of the mat. Maybe look straight down. You can pull yourself down if you grab your ankles, or just let yourself hang here. Halfway up and move your hands to the front of the mat. Step to the front, sink down, halfway up, down again, and roll your spine up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Hands up again and then dive down to your feet. Halfway up and then plank pose, Chaturanga, upward facing dog, Ardha Mukha, downward facing dog, Ardha Mukha Svanasana. Great, one more round, exactly like that, more in flow. Breathe in, right leg to the sky, breathe out, step to the front. Breathe in, come into your long lunge. Breathe out, twist open into warrior two. Take an inhale here. Exhale, shorten your stand and fold down into Trikonasana. Triangle pose. You can look up to your left hand or you can look down to keep balance. Come up and then fold down into your forward fold with wide legs. I hope you feel more loose now, that your hamstrings are more flexible. Move your hands to the front of the mat and step to the front. Uttanasana, halfway up, and roll your spine up, bring your hands to the sky and then to your heart, Tadasana. Hands up again, dive down, bring the hands on your chins and then to the ground, and maybe now float or step or jump back as you want. Chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Other side, left leg to the sky, step to the front, exhale, inhale, come up, long lunge, be very engaged here in your legs. Exhale, warrior two, parallel arms to the ground, very strong. Then shorten your stand a bit and fold over your left leg into Trikonasana. Feel the stretch in your right side body and the opening up of your hamstrings. Come up again, turn your feet to the long side of the mat and fold down one more time. You can move from side to side or just be still. Move your hands to the front of your mat again and step both feet to the front. Fold down, halfway up, all the way down and roll your spine up. Let the hands follow and then bring them back to your heart. Hands up, dive down to your feet like a wave, halfway up, Bring your hands to the ground. Jump or step back into Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Awesome. Now slowly bring your knees to the ground and fall down into child's pose again. Let your head rest, your arms rest. And feel the difference to the first child's pose. You are warmer now, you are more flexible now. You don't feel as tight and stressed anymore. And you feel your breath a bit more. Slowly come up onto your hands and knees. Put your hands a bit in front of your shoulders. And then bring the shoulders over your hands. Let your upper body follow. Bend the elbows and slowly bring your chin to the ground. Push up, move back. Bring your body over your wrists again. Bend your elbows, bring the chin to the ground. And up again. 3 more times. Move your body to the front. Bend the elbows, chin to the ground, and up. 2 more. Over your wrist. Bend your elbows, slowly go to the ground. Up again. And 1 more. Over your wrist. Bend your elbows, bring yourself down. Hold and push up. Awesome job. I hope you feel this in your shoulders. Move your right foot to the front and have your hip over your left knee. Come into Ardha Hanumanasana, your hamstring stretch. If you can't reach the ground, grab a block. Otherwise, have your hands to the ground, your back as straight as possible, and try to sink over your straight leg. Don't forget to engage your leg. Pull your right hip back. Try to move your left hip more to the front to intensify the stretch. And then release. Bring your leg back and we go for another round of those weird push movements. Hands in front of your shoulders. Bring your body to the front. Bend your elbows. Chin to the ground. Up again. Move back. Shoulders over your wrist, bend your elbows, down and up. Back, 3 more. Bend your elbows, down and up and back. 2 more. Bend your elbows, chin to the ground, up and back. And the last one. Enjoy, chin down, up and back. Amazing job. Bring your left foot to the front and come into Ardha Hanumanasana on this side. Have your back straight. You can round your neck here and fold over your left leg. Let the hamstring open. Pull your left hip a bit back, your right hip more to the front. Maybe walk your hands a bit further to the front. And think down with every exhale. Don't forget to engage your glutes. And then bring your leg back. Bring your forearms to the ground, parallel. And then push your hips up into Dolphin Pose. Walk your feet a bit closer to your body and have your back as straight as possible. Dolphin is like downward facing dog, just with the forearms on the ground. It's a great pose to open up your shoulders, as you may feel now, and also to strengthen them at the same time. So it's always nice to integrate a dolphin into your practice. Walk your feet back and your forearms to the front and come into a low plank pose. Protract your shoulders, don't let your body sink down here. Engage your glutes, let your legs carry the same weight as your forearms, Feel your core and hold. Take some deep and slow breath here. Focus more on your breathing, not on the time which is left. And then bring your knees to the ground, release. Sit onto your heels with your toes tucked. Fold your hands behind your back and pull your arms to the ground. Open up your chest and release some tension here. Release, roll your shoulders out. Bring your forearms to the ground again and push yourself up into Dolphin Pose. To be honest, I hated this pose at first because my shoulders were so damn tight, and now it's not perfect but a bit better. So it really helps to do this pose on a regular basis. Have your forearms as parallel as possible, and then come down into your plank pose. Protract your shoulders here, engage your glutes. Don't let your upper body sink down. Really feel your core and how your whole body is working. And then release. Bring your body down and come into a Sphinx pose. Pull your chest through your arms and your arms to your body. And then release. Straighten your left arm to the left side and bring your right foot over your left leg and twist open here into a nice and juicy shoulder stretch. Trying to release some tension that we build up over the practice so you feel rejuvenated and free at the end of this practice. Come back to the middle, straighten your right arm and twist open to the other side. Have your left foot behind your right leg here. And feel this nice twist. I always love to open up my shoulders because I store a lot of tension in them. Come back to the middle and then turn yourself onto your back. Straighten your right leg to the sky. Grab your hamstrings or your calves if you can, or you can also grab your big toe with your right hand and pull your leg more to your face to open up the hamstrings a bit more. Whatever feels right for you here. Let go, grab your knee and pull your knee into the chest, and then open up into a twist. Bring your right knee to the left side and have your right arm straight to the other side and look to your right hand. Feel the detoxifying effect of the twist. The tension that is released from your spine and your organs. And then come back to the middle. Bring your right foot on your left knee. Pull your left knee to your chest and grab through the gateway of your legs, your left shin, and pull your chin to your chest as far as possible to open up your right hip here. Pull your left knee in and try to push your right knee to the other direction to intensify the stretch in your hips. Bring your legs down, straighten your left leg to the sky, grab your hamstrings, your calves, or your big toe with your left hand and pull your leg down in the direction of your face to open the hamstrings up. And release some tension also here. And release. Pull your knee to your chest and open up to a twist also on this side. Have the gaze on your left hand, maybe close your eyes here. Enjoy a moment of silence and just focus on your breath. Come back to the middle, bring your left foot on your right knee, grab your right shin through the keyhole of your legs and pull your knee to your chest. Open up your left hip in this figure 4 stretch. We tend to build up a lot of tension in our hips throughout the sitting we are doing over the day, sitting behind a desk or in the car. So hip stretches are very important to give something back to the body. Bring both knees to the chest, open up your legs, grab the outside of your feet with both hands and pull your knees in the direction of your body down in happy baby pose. You can sway from side to side here or be still, but feel the nice opening of your hips here. This can be rather intense if you're not used to this pose, but I promise you it will be enjoyable soon. Pull your legs in one more time, move your head up to your knees. Inhale deeply. And release everything onto the ground. Let your legs open up. Have your arms resting on the hardness of the earth. Your head is laying on the ground. Your upper arms, your lower arms, your upper back is connecting you with the earth. Parts of your lower back are resting on the ground. Your pelvis is touching the ground. Parts of your hamstrings, your calves are connecting you with the earth. And your feet are touching the ground. Feel the connection to the earth and the energy which is rising up, and release everything you carry around with yourself. Stay in Shavasana as long as you would like. Thanks for spending your time with me. I hope and learn something new. Fold your hands in front of your heart. Bend your head down. Be grateful for the time you gave back to your body. Namaste. Thanks a lot. Peace out. Your Tobi. See you next time.